My name is Subrameyer. I'm a tech career strategist. So I help people specifically in the tech space to find their dream job and become successful leaders in the industry. Today, I wanted to talk about the future of work. Before we get into the details, let's set some context here. So in 2020, COVID hit and millions of people lost their jobs. People who work for a company for 20 years and people who work for the same company for 4 months, both of them lost their jobs. It didn't matter. And in fact, big companies who keep their employees safe when it comes to job, even they laid off people. For example, Microsoft, Airbnb, LinkedIn, Salesforce, each of them laid off thousands of people. So if you still think your job is secure, then you're just kidding yourself, folks. Because when it comes to jobs, there's no security. There's only opportunity. So how are we going to adapt to this new normal? What does the future of work look like? So let's talk about it. So there are 3 eras which we're going to talk about to understand how work has changed and how we're going to adapt to this new normal. First, let's talk about the pre-COVID era. Pre-COVID era was a wonderful time. People had on-site interviews. We used to go into work. That's what normalcy looked like. We had on-site interviews, as I was saying. Work from home was a luxury. Not a lot of companies preferred their employees working from home. They wanted them to come on site into the office because they thought that was more productive. And there were very limited virtual meetings. Only out-of-state employees or remote employees, which were very few of them, they used to attend meetings remotely. All other people, they had to be in the office, right? And then finally, people had to travel, like consultants, government employees. Travel was mandatory for them. And then COVID hit in 2020, and it radically changed how work was performed. So, on-site interviews, that did not happen, and it never happened in 2020 because people had to maintain 6 feet to 1 million feet distance from each other. And then work from home became a necessity. Every freaking thing is now a Zoom meeting, right? You have heard of Zoom fatigue? Yeah, that is something which is happening. And then what does even travel look like? That was what was happening during COVID in 2020. And now in 2021, we see that companies are, opening back up, and some of the employees are following a hybrid model where they're coming into work for certain days of the week. And this being the situation, how has work changed and how are we going to adapt to this future of work? That's what you want to keep in mind. Here are 5 things which is going to help you advance in your career, make you stand out from the crowd, and help you adapt to this new normal. The first thing is you need to build your social media footprint. Before, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all of the social medias were, not a necessity. But right now, in this age, in the post-COVID era, your social media footprint is going to be the key for you to succeed and get discovered. So start with LinkedIn. Build a profile there. Make sure you populate every information you can in your profile, because every word you put is indexed by Google and is rich SEO information. Then start posting stuff. Start engaging with other people's posts. Start connecting with people. Try to make at least 5 connections every week. That is what is going to help you grow in this new normal. The second thing is you want to build your personal brand. Before, it was all about whether you have a master's degree, whether you have a certification, whether you have a specialization. Right now, it's not just that one thing which matters. It's about all these things which are going to get packaged into your personal brand. That's why you need to start growing your network, attending conferences, start doing continuous learning, and have a clear vision, goals, and tasks which you want to work on. That is what is going to really help you. The third thing is remote working is going to be a norm. So it's about time you figure out how to maintain your work-life balance. And it starts with setting boundaries. Clearly indicate to your colleagues that these are the hours you're going to work. And also remember, you don't have to be online 24/7 just because you have collaboration tools like Slack and Zoom. Set boundaries, folks. That is really important. The fourth thing you want to keep in mind is you need to start going the extra mile. To be extraordinary, you need to go the extra mile. So what is that one or two things you could do to make you stand out from the crowd? For example, if you're going to attend interviews, try to record a 90-second video of yourself and send it to your recruiter even before the interview starts. That is going to help you stand out from the crowd. If you already have a job, try to do something creative for each and every task you do. That is what is going to help you stand out from the crowd, and that is what people are going to remember. And finally, you need to retool your skill set. You have so many online platforms like Khan Academy, Udemy, Code Academy, LinkedIn courses, and start taking all these courses and add them to your social media page, because when people are looking at your profile, all these extra courses which are not necessarily directly related to your job, those are the things which are going to help you stand out from other people having the same skill set. So retool your skill set, and using these 5 things, if you can keep that in mind, you are going to advance in your career. You are going to set yourself miles apart from the competition. If you have any other questions, make sure you reach out to me. You can email me, subscribe to my newsletter. You can schedule a call with me and we can brainstorm different ideas. And make sure you follow me at least on LinkedIn, because I post content related to this every single day. And finally, also check out my new book, which is an Amazon bestseller, and it's ranked 5 on the bestseller list. I cover all aspects of your job and how to be successful and set yourself miles apart from the competition as well. So hopefully this information helps you adapt to the new normal. Stay inspired, folks.